Hi there, Jenny Carlson, the Body Image Builder, coming at ya with an awesome yoga workout. I'm going to separate it into three different segments. There's going to be your lower body, there's going to be your upper body, and then the part that brings them together, your core. Now I'm going to give lots of different options, so this is an all level yoga workout, so you can make it harder, you can make it easier. Always do what you can and push yourself to see the best change that you want to see. You're awesome. And I would love any comments or questions below if you'd like any help with any of the poses to modify them to either fit your body to make it harder or easier. Please feel free to comment and ask below or visit my website bodyimagebuilder.com for more information. Have a fabulous day. Namaste. Yoga for strong legs. We're going to start in chair pose, so make sure your feet are hip width apart and roll the shoulders back, pull the belly in, and have a seat back, dropping the hips. Hands can go at heart, arms in front, or they can go overhead if they don't make your back arch too big here. You can stand up and sit back down, taking a couple little pulses here, or you can rise up on your toes and back down, challenging your balance. Or do little teeny pulses down at the bottom, up and down. Feel the thighs burn. Good work. Next, we're coming into tree pose. So go ahead and stand on one foot, kickstand the other foot, and take it up as high as you can while keeping your balance. Hands go at heart, or they go overhead. You can even bend to one side and really challenge your balance by changing your gaze. You can even take a little back bend here. And if that is even easy, start to close your eyes. Really challenge your balance. Now see here, if you can even start to fold forward, really root down through the foot, pull the belly in, push through the feet, and see if you can touch the earth. Inhale, rise up. Be sure to do both sides. Next, we're going to come into warrior three. So place pinkies on the hips, thumbs on the ribs, and hinge from the hips so that the pinky and thumb don't come together. Lift the leg and extend the body. Arms can go back out to a T or overhead, really pushing down through that right leg, and bend and press and bend and press. Bring the knee in, extend it out. Bring the knee in and extend it out, really challenging the balance. Rise up into tree and take it back into warrior three. Oh my goodness, really challenge your balance. Keep the belly pulled in. Take any level that you'd like and be sure to do both sides. Next, we're going to do a high lunge. So step one leg back, really pull the heel up towards the glute, straighten the back leg. Shoulders roll back, belly in, and arms extend overhead. You can hold here, sink down, or start to bend the back knee. Let it gently tap the back floor. You can even plant your hands on the earth and then lift and straighten the leg here. Now, you can rise up again and really strengthen that back leg. Lean forward from the belly and press into your warrior three, and then lower down into a lunge. So many ways to challenge the legs and core here. Keep it engaged. Work at your level. Opening up to warrior two. Bend and straighten that front leg. Open and bend. Go as deep as you can. See if you can get 90 degree. Keep the knee over the ankles. Back leg straight and strong. Reach out. Now coming into a half moon. It's like warrior three, but everything is open. Use a block, use a soup can, use your pet or a child. Open up into five-pointed star. Come into goddess squat. Knees open towards the toes here. You can try to take elbows to knees, getting a little oblique action. Maybe the fingers touch the earth. You're going to hold and lower down deep and do little pulses. Or start to lift one foot and then the other. See if you can lift both, really balance. And then you can rise up and down, up and down. Really get those leg muscles working here. Good work. Be sure to take it at your time and do both sides. Now yoga for strong arms. Yeah. We're going to come into down dog. So plant your hands and walk your feet back so you're in an upside down V. First, try to press your chest towards your thighs. See if you can get your head to touch the floor, and then do little down dog push-ups. So bend your elbows out to the side, and again, see if you can get your head to touch the floor between your hands here. Maybe drop the elbows down and lift back up. Really keep the core strong here. Try a balance here. Lift one leg and then lift the other. And then see if you can balance, lift one leg and the opposite arm. Oh boy. Try the other side. Lift one leg, lift the opposite arm, hold everything, squeeze it in. Coming to plank pose, top of your push-up. Try to keep a straight line. You can always drop down to your knees anytime you need to. Really rooting down through the hands. Little shoulder tapping here, shift side to side, tap the opposite shoulder. And then we're going to start working on coming down to our forearms and then back up. Always alternating which side you start with. Keep the belly pulled in, press through the heels, try to lower the hips. You can come into a side plank by shifting into the right hand, lift the left arm, shift into the left hand, lift the right arm, keep the hips really high and hold those. Forearm plank, forearm side plank, so you don't have to do it on your hands if it bothers your wrists. And try to hold these. See how many breaths you can hold them for. Rise back up into plank and come into chaturanga. Elbows squeeze in and go back towards the toes. Try to go down as far as you can. You can always come onto your knees and then lower all the way down, and maybe try from cobra, little cobra push-up. So your elbows, your hands are right under your armpits and you rise up, squeezing the arms straight, shoulders down and lower down. You rise up and down, and see how many of these you can do. Same with the chaturanga push-ups. Go for a count and then see if the next day you can do more. Now we're coming into dolphin. It's like down dog on your forearms. Really go for a hold here. Push your elbows into the earth and shoulders up towards the tailbone. Try to balance, lift one leg and then the other, and really work for holds here. How long can you hold it? And breathe. Next, we're going to come into, it's more of a shoulder stretch. You're going to come into tabletop. So on your hips, plant your hands, fingertips point forward, and then press into your feet and lift your hips up as high as you can. Nice deep stretch here. You can do a couple of pulses here. You can drop your hips down and up. You can try it with one leg, lifting one leg up and drop down and up. Of course, always switch legs when it's time. Or you can extend your legs out into inclined plank. Bring your feet back in and maybe take your hips through your fingers and up and back. You can plant your hands on blocks here if you need some extra height. Keep practicing. Now, yoga for strong core. Boom. Coming on hands and knees into spinal balance. Lift your right leg and your left arm. And then release. Now left leg and right arm lifts. Really squeeze, lifting the opposite arm as leg, helping the core stay in. Now you can start to extend and contract by lengthening the arms out and then squeezing the elbow to knee in the center. So if you can get the elbow and knee to touch. And then try the other side. So you're doing both. We're going to extend the arm and leg out to the side here. So left arm, right leg, open up all the way to the side, and then maybe the elbow and knee come into the center and then back out to the side again. Really gets the core pulled in here. Of course, always do both sides. Next, we're going to come into down dog. And we're going to lift one leg and bring the knee into the nose. See if you can kiss it. Lift and squeeze it in. The shoulders go back over the wrists like you're going into plank. Do this on both sides. And then come into plank and then bring the knee up into the nose. Maybe it touches the elbow. Maybe it touches the wrist. See if you can get it up to the shoulder, down to the earth. Float it around. Really squeeze the belly in. Now we're coming into locust pose, so lay on your belly, lay on your hands, palms face down, and start to lift one leg up, squeezing the back of the core, lift the other leg up, and then see if you can lift both legs up as high as you can, keeping the ankles together. Now lift the upper body, reach it up as high as you can. Maybe the arms go out behind your back, maybe come out to the side or out in front of you. And then try to lift both the upper body and the back body. And play with the arm placement. See where you can go, and do this for hold. How long can you hold this? Or how many pulses can you do? Next, we're going to come into boat pose. So sit on your sit bones, coming into a V sit from knees to hips to shoulders are a V. And you're going to open the heart up, not round it out. Open the heart up, nice straight line. And then you can hold on to your knees. You can start to tippy toe your feet to see if you can float them off the earth. Maybe you let go of the hands. You start to lift one leg or the other. Maybe both legs lift, and maybe the arms extend overhead. And if you're still not shaking here, start to open up the V as wide as you can and then rise back up. Get to a point where you're really shaking through the core, and breathe here. Lower all the way down. Little bicycle here, yoga bicycle. Bring one knee into the chest, extend the other leg. Don't let that other leg touch though. Keep it floating, keep the abs engaged. Belly button presses down to the floor. Spine presses into the earth. You can also rotate here by taking elbow to knee, getting a little cross action. Bringing the hands and knees together and then opening it up into a reverse Superman. Get those legs as low as you can without touching the floor. Try a little hip lift here. Heels reach up to the ceiling, and then you push from the lower abdomen, lifting the hips here. Don't rock back and forth. I want the legs going on a straight up and down line. Now here we're going to climb up and down the legs. You can do both legs, bend one knee, or even extend that bent knee straight out towards the earth here. Try to climb all the way up, see if you can touch your toes, and then climb back down slow and controlled. Every time you do a crunch, the belly button is pushing down to the ground and not up. Now, good work. Slowly release. Come into a comfortable seated position. Take a couple of deep breaths. Good job. Way to do this. Take your time with each move and practice it. Try it over and over and over again. Time yourself or count how many times you can do it. You're doing awesome. Have a fabulous day. Namaste. From Jenny Carlson, the Body Image Builder at bodyimagebuilder.com.